After 3 batches of the crack repair kit, you can see I have, I would say, darn near a 1-to-1 ratio of product used in each can. So I think my method worked with the little bucket here of 4 ounces each time I mixed. So it was 3 times, and I did that 4 ounces of each part A and part B, and I got everything patched that I wanted to. Let's see if I can get a close up. These were the worst divots in the floor right here, and you know, once it's covered with the primer and then the top coat or the base and then the flex, you're never going to see the imperfections. But I wanted to have the holes filled with something, and over here at the door, this was probably the worst spot, and it's not going to come through on camera. There was a pretty big void. It's probably 1.5 inches wide by, I don't know, 1/2 inch, and maybe 3/8 deep at the deepest point at the very corner of that door. But it filled in nicely. We'll just see how it goes with the drying. I'm sure it'll take a while. There you get a better view of what it looks like. I'm happy with the way it turned out. It certainly filled in where I needed it to fill in. The epoxy is, of course, very, very, very thick. It's like spreading a thick peanut butter on the floor, but it's also very sticky and messy. But it's done, and then the next part, of course, will be to put the primer down. And to do that, I got the roller covers in the roller here. This is the booster roller cover, or roller, and then the roller cover. This is what was being sold on the Armor Poxy website, the Booster Epoxy Glide. They only had the 9-inch wide covers, so I went online on eBay and purchased 3 of these, and these will be for the primer, base, and then clear. Got 3 of those. And then just to show you the kit, the full kit itself, there's the kit with everything. The blue is the primer, and then the red is the top coat, or the clear that will go over top. And then the small can right there and right there, that is the anti-skid metal ultra wear. And then of course the ultra clad, which is the epoxy coating. Parts A and Part B. And then the bucket to mix Part A and Part B in. This bucket is just empty. It's a mixing bucket. And then finally, we have the flakes. So the primer goes down first, blue. Primer goes first, and then we do the armor clad, part A and part B. Primer has to dry. Once the primer's dry, you put down the armor clad. When that is still wet, that's when you spread your flex. So you put down a little bit of the armor clad, and they call it feeding the chickens, where you spread your flex, let it dry, and then the last is the Armor Ultra top coat. So we're on our way. I think the next week is going to be a no-go for putting the primer down because it's going to rain and the temps are going to be up in the 90s. So that's too hot. So I'll wait till next weekend to finish up. But we're on our way.